All right, well, we're about a minute after. I want to go ahead and get started as people still keep coming in. We are recording this session, so we'll be sending this out afterwards for people that might have missed a little bit of the webinar. I want to thank you and welcome you to our webinar today, how we're going to talk about never outgrowing your donor management software. Before we get started, just a few housekeeping items. You can submit questions to us through the question buttons on the Zoom panel. We have about 30 or 40 minutes of content that we want to cover today, and we'll end our time with Q&A. So ask those questions, and we'll collect them and cover them towards the end of the session. Once again, we are recording it. Don't worry, we can't hear or see you, but put in those questions. We'll be fielding those and collecting them at the end. Next, I want to introduce your speakers today. I've got myself, I'm Daniel Lauritsen. I'm the Director of Sales here at DonorDirect. And I've just had the pleasure of being here for about 6 years and getting to talk with a lot of ministries and a lot of ministry leaders and hearing their feedback on what they're looking for in a donor management system and helping them find the right CRM and donor management for them. So I'm excited to lead the team that works with those ministries as they look at DonorDirect. And today, our awesome, fabulous co-hosts, we've got Lucky Herzberger, our ministry success partner. Lucky, I'll let you introduce yourself and take us from here.
Thank you. As Daniel mentioned, my name is Lucky. I'm the ministry success partner here at DonorDirect, and I'm going on my 8th year here. And I've had the privilege of working with a lot of different ministries in a lot of different capacities, all at different points in their journey of working with DonorDirect and as a ministry altogether. So I wanted to pop in real quick and say hi with my video on. I'm actually going to turn it off for a little bit of our presentation today because we put a lot of information on the slides that we're going to share with you, and I don't want it covered up in the recording. And I'll pop in a little bit later on as we address some of the questions that are going to be flowing in. So as we dive into the topic of donor management software, often referred to as DMS, we first want to address an important question. And that question is, what is the problem that nonprofit ministries are facing today with their donor management software? Now, no matter the size of your ministry, you all have a common goal of spreading the gospel and making a lasting impression and impact on the world. Now, you may go about doing that a little bit differently than some other ministries or focus on a different part of that mission. And the donor management software that you choose to support you should be a powerful tool to help you reach that goal and not be a distraction from focusing on your mission. So you should be able to organize your donor data so that you can focus more on the people and less on the processes along the way. Now, traditionally, ministries have relied on software systems built for small businesses, and that's still a substantial group of options that you have available today. Now, while products like Salesforce and some others can automate some processes for you, they lack many of the donor-centric features that nonprofit ministries, parachurches, educational institutions, ministries such as yours need the most. Now, I want to first start by diving a little bit deeper and taking a look at a recent survey that was conducted by Volunteer Hub. They surveyed 200 nonprofits, and they found that nearly 50% of nonprofits surveyed are still using spreadsheets or similar documents to track their donor information, or they have actually invested in creating their own in-house system to use. Now, anytime your team feels forced to use spreadsheets is a really great opportunity to reevaluate your donor management needs. Why do you need to keep and manage your data externally? What is missing from your current software that makes using spreadsheets a necessity or an easier option for you? Also, if you're focusing on a homegrown or in-house system, they usually must be built from the ground up and require a significant investment of valuable time and resources to keep it up to date, to keep it growing with your needs over time. Unfortunately, it puts you in the position where you end up doing a lot of work that a software development company would be doing, while also trying to keep adequate focus on your ministry's mission. It's no wonder that that same survey reported that 80% of nonprofits feel that their donor management is less than highly effective. So why is that? It was uncovered that manual entry, lack of integration between systems, and inconsistent data not only create constant headaches, but they also are a waste of valuable time and energy, and often are every single day. So great, that talked a little bit about the problem, but what's the solution to that problem? The solution is actually finding the right donor management software for your ministry and where you are on your journey. Let's look at 5 key benefits of a good donor management software solution that are essential for nonprofit ministries today. So a good donor management system will improve your team's productivity, and a lot of that comes down to improved interdepartmental communication. When you use disconnected programs or spreadsheets, your ministry efforts are divided, and time's going to be wasted fighting to get your systems talking to each other. Now, a single unified platform makes interdepartmental actions fluid. So you can manage your detailed donor contact information while fundraising with confidence, easily process your donations, engage your donors, maybe even monitor your campaign metrics and a whole bunch more. But all of your donor communication should be housed in one place so that every approved member of your team will be on the same page. Now, with a good DMS, you can create detailed profiles for each donor with the most up-to-date information. You can keep track of your donors' preferences, their demographic data, and even their donation history. You can even filter and segment your donor profiles using a variety of criteria. So this allows you to communicate with anyone you want, whenever you want. So for example, maybe you want to create a phone call campaign, or you want to welcome your new donors. Maybe you want to have an effort to reactivate some lapsed donors. Maybe your high-level donors need to be invited to a special invite-only event that you're hosting. You could even find a group of donors that are based on a geographic location or on their level of donations. You can identify potential donors. Maybe there are people who are being fed by your ministry, but they haven't financially supported you yet. You could even give status updates on special campaigns. Maybe you have a building program or a ministry expansion. Maybe there's a missionary pledge drive, or you just want to get a good handle on your child sponsorships. The segmentation options that are available in your DMS should be as unique as your organization so that you're able to engage in targeted communications. You can understand your donors' motivations and improve your fundraising outcomes. Now, also with a good DMS, you can build strong, lasting relationships with your donors using multiple channels, all conveniently accessible within the software or through built-in integrations. The time that you can save using a single unified platform lets your team focus on developing meaningful connections, gaining greater insights into your donor base. A good donor management software will also allow you to create engagement and retention programs so that your most dedicated people never get lost in the shuffle. So you can keep that conversation going with your donors by tracking those donor profiles. You could send them personalized emails and direct mail, including thank you messages. You can track communication history with each of your donors, including the different ways that you're connecting with them, whether that's phone calls, in-person visits, emails, direct mail, and then automatically generate email receipts for donations or other types of interactions and transactions that they have with you. Kind of going back to the segmentation I was talking about before, you can utilize those segmentation filters to take your greater donor base and find a set of criteria that you create so that your communication is not only targeted, but it's also relevant to their interactions and their relationship with your ministry. Now, because every organization has unique needs, your donor management software should give you the ability to run reports that meet those needs. Now, the reports should be intuitive, they should be easy to use, and vary depending on the department that's pulling the information. That's all going to lead into having reliable decision-making. Even though an accounting team and your customer service team may use your DMS for different purposes, both of those teams should be able to pull the information from the same database that they need. Now, dashboard views are sometimes available in a DMS. They should be able to be personalized, allowing each department to see everything that they want and not the things that they don't. And with proper tracking and reporting features, you can gain insight into donor analytics by looking at details such as interactions between your ministry and your donors. You maybe should have templates available or create custom reports that pull only the information that you need. Maybe you can schedule reports like end of year tax summaries. I know that's a hot topic right now for ministries, especially the ones that are on the call right now. But schedule those reports, those year-end tax summaries, get them compiled and sent out in an automated fashion. Find out who your most engaged donors are. Discover anyone who needs a follow-up. Print a profit and loss statement, whatever those needs are to help you get the data in your hands to make the right decisions moving forward. Now, streamlined software means less training and IT support. So for example, with DonorDirect, we offer best-in-class onboarding with years of experience working with the largest faith-based nonprofits around the world. Now, with our donor management software, you do receive training and guidance every step of the way. And there's no need, especially with our Studio Essentials product that we'll talk about a little bit later, to even hire a separate IT team, because when you use the product, you've already got an experienced team to support you along the way. Okay. Now, let's move on and talk about what your options are. So what are your options when it comes to donor management software? So some popular DMS companies that are leading the field right now are DonorDirect, Blackbaud, Salesforce, and Virtuous. Now, while all of these brands are capable, each one has a different focus. And to make sure that your donor management software is an investment that you never outgrow, you want to give great weight to two critical and equally important areas when you're considering your options. The first is affordability. So donor management software shouldn't be a burden to you. Instead, it should allow you to do more throughout your ministry. Now, we'll often share 10 very important questions that should be asked when you're purchasing a DMS when we are working with people who are considering DonorDirect. Now, one key question is making sure that it's affordable. When you purchase a DMS within your budget, you can free up funds for the work of your organization, and that is going to exponentially help you grow as your DMS provides relief for every department. Now, with an affordable solution, you can enjoy the freedom that donor management software brings to your main office, as well as if you have other branches or satellite campuses or even missionaries in the field. Now, I do urge you to be cautious to not confuse affordable with cheap. Just the cheapest option is not always going to be the best or most forward-thinking investment for your ministry. The software that you choose also has to be aligned with where your ministry is right now, but also where you want to be in the future. And so purchase what you need, knowing that you can always move up as your vision grows, and keep in mind that a single solution may replace multiple external systems that you have. That right there will save you money that can be invested into not just a solution, but the right solution. Now, it's important to pair affordability with scalability. I touched on this a little bit just a moment ago, but when you use a donor management software, it becomes a part of your entire organization. People will be trained on how to use it, and with it, all of your processes are going to run smoothly and more efficiently. Now, the last thing that you want to do is disrupt that flow by needing to choose yet another donor management software system because the one that you picked isn't powerful enough to keep up with you. So choose the first time the right one, and hopefully that'll be the last time, by getting one that's flexible and scales up to meet your needs no matter how much you grow. Now, when choosing a DMS, you want a solution that aligns with not only your mode of operation, but also with your values, because the right solution with an invested partner can make an eternal difference. And that's really where donor management software offered by DonorDirect comes into play. DonorDirect has a proven track record of working exclusively with nonprofit ministries of all sizes, all over the world to help you take advantage of emerging technology and further your spread of the gospel. And finding a company and a DMS with such a track record is really important. We understand your vision and your mission, and every part of our technology is built to support them. So we have thoughtfully developed our products to support nonprofit ministry from startup to exponential growth over the years. And this means that the features that you need to be successful in your mission are intentionally interwoven throughout our products. And the capabilities and features that are going to be available to you are going to grow year over year. Now, at the core of our development is the goal of creating ways for you to know your donors better. And good communication is a part of that. That is the key to developing strong relationships with engaged donors. And the better you know your donors, the more you can connect with them. So being able to personalize your interactions and track the data that's important to your ministry is critical in that effort. So all the aspects of your ministry that may be currently running in different systems or even tracked in clunky spreadsheets, as we talked about before, can be all in one place, unified and integrated with DonorDirect. So why DonorDirect? I talked a little bit about how we are aligned in our values and our missions with what ministries are doing. Ministries are the reason we exist. But some brands that I've mentioned earlier, like Blackbaud and Salesforce, they cater to almost every type of business, and that's actually really great for their business model. But that also means that nonprofit customers like parachurches and ministries are just one small part of their greater business. Other brands exclusively serve nonprofits, but the specific needs of ministries and faith-based organizations are often an afterthought. In both of those scenarios, additional programming, coding, and integrations are often essential to make their products work properly for your needs. Separating data onto different platforms in this way is clunky and it's inefficient, and it eats into any time savings that a donor management software should be providing for you. By contrast, DonorDirect creates products specifically designed for nonprofit ministries, taking into account each of their unique needs. So I want to take a moment and talk about our two donor management software products, Studio Essentials and Studio Enterprise. And we'll start with Studio Essentials. So Studio Essentials is an affordable, scalable, complete donor management and CRM solution that allows your organization to grow and make a lasting impact for the kingdom. It is the ideal starting point for a smaller growing ministry. Now, whether you're looking to get more work done that matters, or you need to build stronger, deeper donor relationships, DonorDirect will work in partnership with you to achieve your organization's goals. So what are some ways that Studio Essentials can help? You can get more done by boosting your team's productivity. So you can fundraise confidently, you can process your donations easily, you can engage your donors, and do more with just a single unified platform. You can cultivate your engaged donors and gain more time for meaningful connections and greater insights into your donor base to deepen those engagements. You can fundraise with confidence and increase your donations with seamless fundraising tools. You can expand your donor base and grow your major gifts pipeline and discover new opportunities for support of your ministry. You can simplify donation processing by streamlining your operations and simplifying the reconciliation process with integration donation processing and robust payment security without requiring multiple systems. You can grow your ministry and accelerate that growth with a ministry-centric partner that shares your values and more than 20+ years of industry experience. And you can scale with ease. I have touched on scalability several times throughout this webinar so far, but our flexible solution grows as your ministry grows to continue to meet your needs, no matter how big you get or how wide your impact spreads. You can receive expert guidance with our best-in-class onboarding and years of experience working with the largest faith-based nonprofits in the world. You get a dedicated partner guiding you every step of the way. And it's important to adapt to change. In today's evolving world, nonprofit ministries need to be able to adapt with agility. That's why we continue to invest in our technology, to innovate, to deliver product enhancements. So you are equipped for today, but you're also ready for tomorrow. And then you can get started now. Studio Essentials is a powerful and robust tool that's ready to use right out of the box. You don't need a huge IT team. You don't need a lengthy implementation or complex and costly customizations. Now, unlike some other popular donor management software systems, Studio Essentials is an all-in-one solution. So all of your data is in one silo as it is, commonly shared throughout different customizable dashboards within the same software system. It's truly an all-in-one solution that's designed to centralize your operations and keep everybody at your ministry on the same page. So another great feature is you no longer need to wonder if you have the latest security fixes. It's 100% PCI compliant and fully secure with constant automatic backups. Now at DonorDirect, we offer our customers a cloud-based solution through our Gold partnership with Microsoft Azure. Because it's based in the cloud, Studio Essentials is fast, reliable, and always up to date. It also works on any device, whether you're on a desktop, a PC, a Mac, a tablet, or even your smartphone. Whether you're in the office or at home or out in the mission field, you can access Studio Essentials from anywhere and at any time. We handle all of the server administration for you, so you're freed up to focus on your ministry. Now, DonorDirect offers support and guidance for Studio Essentials every step of the way. Whether you're onboarding new staff or you just need a refresher, our experts will partner with you so you have everything you need to keep your ministry running smoothly. We will connect with you remotely or arrange on-site consultations and training sessions. And we also have an extensive online help center to help you find the answers that you need. Now, as a faith-based company, DonorDirect works with ministries of all sizes, and we work only with ministries. This gives us an edge when it comes to meeting the needs of your faith-based organization. Smaller ministries find that Studio Essentials allows them to grow into a larger vision without having to look for a more robust donor management software to handle their needs. Everything you require today and in the future is included or available once you're ready to unlock the additional features and level up to Studio Enterprise, which brings us to future growth. With Studio Essentials, you get a DMS that allows you to grow with your member base. A key advantage to Studio Essentials is the ability to rapidly scale up and handle fluctuations, such as an increase in the number of donors that you're reaching. As your vision grows, you should feel empowered and not held back. As your ministry grows to fulfill your mission and your impact on the kingdom, you can seamlessly step up from Studio Essentials to Studio Enterprise, unlocking new modules and greatly expanding the breadth of your DMS. And there's no need to start from scratch. We've got everything designed and ready to grow with you once you're ready to make that move. So let's do a quick comparison of Studio Essentials and Studio Enterprise. What does Studio Essentials provide at a high level? So the first thing you'll see on there is constituent management. Now for DonorDirect, that term constituent can mean many things. It can be your donors, your potential or lapsed donors, sponsors, if you do child sponsorship or have staff sponsorship. It can be customers, attendees, listeners or viewers, alumni, staff members, volunteers, missionaries, churches, all the individuals and families and organizations that are interacting with your ministry. All of those people can be tracked within Studio Essentials and then Studio Enterprise as well. You can process donations and send templated receipts or other correspondence. You can create the journal entries that need to be consumed by your accounting system. You can track your ROI for marketing efforts so you can focus those efforts appropriately through data-driven decisions. You can segment your donors based on a desired set of criteria so you can engage with them as they need. You can run built-in reports or generate your own and pull them into personalized dashboards. You can receive automated notifications about important activities that occur. You can work through your assigned task list to easily check off your to-do items each day and not let things slip through the cracks. You can connect to your external mailbox and calendar so you can sync those with Studio Essentials and get away from the old days of having to manually copy and paste everything. One major deficiency in the market today is having a disconnect between your online giving and your interactions with your donor management software. Now, with DonorDirect, that's not an issue. We solved that problem with our real-time integration and our solution that offers online giving, pledges, and sponsorships. Not only can you track those activities and those transactions and pledges, but your donors will also have access to log into their own portal to update their information, see their historical donations, manage their pledge or sponsorship commitments, and generate a donation receipt for themselves on the fly. Now, when it comes to Studio Enterprise, you get everything that we just discussed in Studio Essentials, plus you unlock much more, including the ability to sell products and manage your inventory. If you host events, you can start managing those through Studio Enterprise, as well as taking registrations and checking in attendees. You can allow people to sign up for subscriptions, whether that's for a magazine or product of the month or some special kind of membership that you offer. You can manage your volunteers and optionally give them limited access to log in and perform their duties as needed within your system. You can give your missionaries a portal to log into and see their support information and giving history, and optionally interact with the supporters if you allow them to do so. You can create automated workflows to let the system do your scheduled and repetitive activities for you. That's just going to free up valuable time for other areas that need your focus. You can extend the system to accommodate your ministry's unique data, processes, and activities. You will have additional integrations available, such as connecting to various accounting and inventory systems or tax services, real-time shipping calculations, address standardization and verification services, maybe even wealth tracking if that's important for you, plus so much more. You will have the option for an enhanced online experience, which I'll talk about a little bit more in just a moment. And you'll have the option to move from the cloud to an on-premise deployment for those ministries who want to administer their own servers. Now, I mentioned enhanced online experience. I do want to touch on this for just a moment. When you upgrade to Studio Enterprise, you will also have the option to substantially enhance your online experience if choosing to also upgrade to our Advanced Studio Online product. Now, this product gives you complete control over the look and feel of your online interactions, your persona journeys, while maintaining a real-time connection to Studio Enterprise. No synchronization required. We still offer a branded online giving experience with Studio Essentials. However, our predefined templates and layouts must be used in that scenario. Once you upgrade to Studio Enterprise, you have the option to also upgrade that online experience to have your desired look and feel without relying on predefined templates. You control what your visitors can see and do online, as well as make incremental changes to the look and feel through drag and drop design elements and wizard style configurations. You can learn how to best connect with your online visitors by testing different layouts or leveraging our built-in search optimization tools. Once you're ready to grow into Studio Enterprise, we offer the most seamless experience available. You will have dedicated resources available to walk you through what we call a mini implementation. It's focused primarily on teaching you anything new, configuring any new items, and handling any data migration from external applications that your upgrade to Studio Enterprise will replace. Now, whether you decide to wait months or years to make that move to Studio Enterprise, there's no right or wrong answer there. But the ultimate goal is for your ministry to end up in Studio Enterprise, which will give you endless growth potential. So what's next from here? As we start to wrap up our time together, you may be asking yourself this question. First, we have all of this information that I shared with you today and much more detailed in our newest ebook called How to Never Outgrow Your Donor Management Software. It's available online, and the link to get that is going to be sent out in a follow-up email along with this webinar recording. Now, if you have more questions now or after giving yourself time to absorb this information, because I know I threw a lot at you today, we definitely want you to reach out to us. Now, if you're not yet using DonorDirect products and you want to learn more, Daniel is your go-to person to help. I put our email addresses back up here for you. If you are a current DonorDirect customer and you need help leveraging the power of our products to meet your growing needs, I am your go-to person for that. So that's the breadth of what I wanted to cover today. We wanted to reserve some time for some live Q&A. I'm going to hand it back over to Daniel real quick and just see if we had any of those come in as I was sharing with you.
Awesome. Thanks, Lucky. Appreciate the content that you shared today. We did have one question come in. I'll go ahead and answer, or I guess I'll throw it over to you, Lucky, to answer. But if you have any questions, go ahead and submit those while we get this one. Lucky, we were asked, how does Studio Enterprise grow with you if you're already using that product?
That's a great question. So there's a few ways that happens. First and foremost, we're always doing proactive development in both of our products, but especially in Studio Enterprise. We like to take what we've heard and direct requests from you guys to develop that product over time. So you'll get new features, you'll get new areas that you can grow into along the way. For my more technical people on the webinar, we have expanded the use of our API as well. So you can create your own custom endpoints to help with pulling external data into Studio Enterprise. And then you also have opportunities to extend the database by adding new components and activities to the Studio Enterprise product. That's going to allow you to track the data that you need to track in the way that you need to track it, and connect that data to everything else that's already tracked inside of Studio Enterprise. You can use that custom data then in conjunction with your standard Studio Enterprise data. So if you want to find a group of donors who meet a varying degree of criteria or pull custom data into your dashboards or into reports, you'll have the ability to do that as well. One additional thing that we have, and for our current Studio Enterprise customers that are on a call, is what we call custom actions. And so you have the ability to streamline some of your processes by creating those custom actions. And what that's going to do is it's going to walk your end users through a process or activity that they'll need to do either occasionally or often. And it's going to ask them simple but relevant questions to answer, and then handle the updates and notifications and other types of actions that need to occur for them. And it's going to do it for them in a wizard style kind of guided format. So if that's an area that where you guys feel, okay, we need a little bit more, we need to extend or expand what we're doing inside of Studio Enterprise, my email is up on the screen right now. Please reach out to me. I would love to get you connected and kind of brainstorm with you on what you're trying to accomplish and how we can help partner with you to get you there.
Great, Lucky. I was planning on adding something, but I think you actually covered everything for that
Awesome.
question. But the point is even if you're using Studio Enterprise, what I heard is there's ways to continue having that system grow with you. Even through the system, a lot of what Lucky mentioned, we're able to do just out of the box through configuration. There's no development or programming required, which is really important too as you think of the long-term roadmap for how you're going to maintain the product, right? You don't want to have a whole bunch of customizations that you're tacking onto the product. So if you're interested in learning more about how we can do that for you and even whiteboard out some solutions if you've got projects that you're thinking of right now or things that you want to add in, reach out to Lucky and we'll get you connected to the right team and schedule an appointment for you there. I don't see any other questions, so my next call out will be, hey, if you're interested in looking at Studio Essentials and starting there, or even starting at Studio Enterprise, really the best way to get that conversation started is just by reaching out to me, and we'll get you routed to the right ministry success partners at DonorDirect to get those conversations started with you, help evaluate your needs, dialogue over challenges, or really where you want to go and why you want to go there, and how DonorDirect might be able to help you along the way. So,
well, and I think you brought up a great point right there, Daniel, that you said, we've talked about the journey from Studio Essentials to Studio Enterprise, but you don't have to start with Studio Essentials, right? If your ministry is ready for Studio Enterprise, then that's awesome. We're here to support you in that.
absolutely. We have a really big implementation team that's just committed and really experienced with conversions too from other popular CRM sources. we've done just a huge swath of migrations over to our products. And we are able to boast a 100% success rate in those CRM conversions, which I know is very, very important
And
as you're
rare.
switching from one product and rare. Very important as you switch from one product to the next. So, I want to close our time out. Thank you, Lucky, for being just such a great host for us today. I hope that this information was just really valuable to you all. We'll send out this recording later to you all so that you can then share it with others too. Don't forget to download our ebook and reach out to us if you have any questions.
Thanks, everybody.